You know what it's time for? Ladies and gentlemen, we started 100 line a year ago on the 26th. It is the 28th, but 2 days later. I did not have time to get this out on the 26th, but I am here now, right here with, I'm going to try to remember as many as I can first. We are ranking all 100 endings. We did it. We did it. We did it. Which, you know, still feels like, oh my gosh, oh goodness gracious, I can't believe it. So based on, I thought this one was really nice, just because it actually gives an image for each of them. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try and go through all of these as best as I can with memory. If I truly cannot, like, pinpoint exactly which one this is, we will come back here to the timeline. But for right now, we're gonna rush through. I think the ones that I remember are generally going to be, I don't know, S to A. You know, when we do these tier lists, we often have, like, another random one that comes up, but let's get into it. So first, I wanted to, can I pin the, okay, that's kind of nice. I don't know if I actually want that, though. So when I actually open this thing up, I don't think I ever realized the very good parallel between ending 0 and ending 1, where it's Takumi holding a dying Nozomi, as opposed to Nozomi holding a dying Takumi. This was gonna go probably in, so I'm gonna, let's talk about each of them individually. This is the original ending of 100 line 1, I suppose. Our actual first 100 days. That entire route, I liked it a lot. It did a good job of setting up, there's something deeper going on here, and 100 other routes happening. I do almost wish some of that first 100 days did actually, I think this is going to be, I don't know. I'm gonna put this in A, actually, for right now. I thought it was very good. I think that what we played for the first 100 days itself could have just been fine. A broad ending. Good job. 100 line 1 is definitely gonna go in S, though. And I almost feel like putting this up here because of the parallels that are now in between these two. But I'm not. The first ending, which was not our first ending, it was probably like our 20th. This one got me kind of bad, dude. When they were all with him to destroy the baby in the defense room, and then the last ending one, like the ending little cutscene when he's smiling down at Nozomi and the Futurin, like shaking hands or holding hands or something. Man, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. This is Welcome to Last Defense Academy. This one, if I remember correctly, it is essentially the other half of ending 1, where we don't decide to do it, and instead we all kind of just like start over and live a normal life at an academy. It's a part of the same route in terms of an actual ending, because a lot of these I can't rank by the route, I have to rank by the ending. I enjoyed it. It definitely can't go up here in like A, B, but it's like broadly fine. It's like a, oh man, fresh reset, but I think it might be like a gatekeeper for B, because I think it's broadly a fine ending. Praying for your happiness. Oh, is this the Ato ending? I think so. Right? I think this is, yeah, I think Praying for Your Happiness is the Ato ending. That one is, I actually, just because of it had like good Ato character development, I think it has to go up here somewhere in A, if not S. This might be bottom of S. I did really enjoy, like, Ato hanging out with those Futurin kids, having the bomb, you know, etc., etc. I like that one a lot. Also because it did a little bit more world building as well, so you know we like that. Ending number 4, so these are the Alliance ones. Pardon me, it's pollen time. Number 4. Failed Alliance is the one where we, I think, kill Commune or decide not to work with Commune. We might have kidnapped her. I don't remember if it was death or kidnapping. I mean, this is the worst of the ones from this route, I think. I think this one actually goes below B. Were they? No. This is, yeah, no. This is not the, yes, I understand. And this is My War, which I think also goes above this one, but I think it probably, actually, maybe both of these actually do go above this one. This one's kind of just broadly fine. These two have a little bit of, like, a smidgen of substance, at least, I guess. Maybe it's just because I like the route better, but I digress. That being said, I think I do want to put Seeds of Hope in S. I like the actual, like, Sacrifice Nozomi for the... I just like the Rebellion route a lot. In fact, I think I am going to put these up here just for the sake of them being a part of that route. But how they ended that route, I think I actually need to put this one down here. And I'm okay with actually putting this one up here. I'm actually fine with that. Thank you. Oh, these are the Ava routes. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I loved Thank You. Thank You was very good. I don't think I loved it more than this. I think I like Seeds of Hope more than I like Praying for Your Happiness. And I think I like Thank You more than Praying for Your Happiness. I think that's where that's gonna sit. This is the route that we got, kind of not most recently, but pretty recently. It was, when we kind of started our relationship with Ava. It was the relationship with Ava route. I liked it a lot. I did. I liked that entire route. And this ending where she finally stands up to Veshness and they have their brawl, I loved it. I actually, that one's dope. The Wanderers is weird. It's on the same route and he chooses to wander instead of fighting. Veshness is the supreme leader of the planet. And he, you know what? In my brain, I'm like, okay, this is an odd ending. But you know what? Because Takumi got himself some, I'm gonna put it up here. I think it might be, this might be our gatekeeper for B. I don't love the Commune dies in this one, I think, probably. Not confirmed, I don't think, but probably so. Endurance match. These are the Ato endings. The where we only saw Ato. These four, definitely. This is nice because I like that we're doing this in like 0 to 100 real quick order. This one, I liked Endurance, I think, the most out of the four. And I like the twist ending. I think that's gonna go A. So a lot of these earlier ones I think are gonna be very favorable. Up until some of these. Together Forever, I thought was okay. I think it's probably the weakest of the four. I'm actually gonna put it here. Eternal Hate I like a lot. I like it more than that. I don't like it more than Endurance Match, so I'm gonna put it here. It might actually go down to B, but I kind of like the even block that we have here. And Tragic End, I think I actually like more than Eternal Hate, so maybe we'll do this. I think we're gonna do that. This Ato one was very strong. I don't think it was my favorite. I think I do like this more than My War, but I don't like it more than Last Defense Academy. And I like Ato's like blind man ending way more than all four of them, admittedly. Fun route though in general. The war is over and one more time. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know what endings these are. I really, sincerely, truly don't know what these are. 13 and 14, I'm going to have to figure out. A fair point. This is where we start the conspiracy route, is I think what it was called. All of these were, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, kind of weak. Kind of weak. I think I like this one the most because Takumi got knocked out. There was, so there was like, one of them had like the Kurara, it's not this one. I think all of these where we get electrocuted are kind of low-key just bottom tier. We're gonna put all those together. Those are all trash. Where we just make the wrong choice and then we either die or get exploded, you know what I mean? Which one of these? So this is also wrong, but I think this is like the best of the wrong endings, to be honest, outside of this one. A fair point can just go to here, I guess. And Lambs of the Slaughter was the last one of this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. So Lambs of the Slaughter, rather, Lambs to the Slaughter was the last of these. And I like this one, I guess, the best. Because it's the right path, I suppose. It's, because what I liked is Takumi's, like, conversation with Kurara. I was like, I wish I could say that, yeah, everything's gonna be whoop-de-doo, yippee-skippy, excellent. But in all honesty, maybe their deaths were in vain, or in, you know, etc., etc. I liked that when he kept it real, she was like, you're right, let me take a step back and let me figure out how I feel about this. I thought that was a strong scene. Face reality and embrace fantasy are the two... What is the name of that route? Is that casual route? Is that what it is? I also need to close the door. The AC is about to start blaring. It is, we're getting back into heat territory. We had actually a cool day recently. Thank you. We had a pretty cool day recently. But today, it got warm. Both of these were okay. I don't think it's an A route or A endings. Well, Face Reality was kind of cool. I kind of like Embrace Fantasy a little bit more. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, and I'm gonna put it here because this one actually kind of reminds me of Embrace Fantasy. Welcome to the Last Defense Academy. Kind of like a do-over, essentially. But in this one where they're all just drinking milk like how it started, I like how, you know, it ended how it started. I love it when things do like that. Like, that's why I really liked, number one. Number one's not gonna stay as number one, though. Honestly, low-key, I really hate to be that guy. I think I liked this one more than number one. In terms of just, like, pure, like, this is what I want. I think that's even what I said when we played this route. I was like, this is what I want. I would like this. I would also like to see I'm gonna leave a link to this. I would like to see your rankings with these. I'm doing a pretty good job, though. I only don't remember 2 of them out of the first quarter. Blessed with a Miracle. This is when they were brought back. Because we are on the Box of Blessings and Calamity routes, it looks like. I do like that we got to see that it actually works. So I'm gonna put that one here. Gaku, in terms of just being a Gaku route, you're probably gonna go down here. Curse with Calamity. I actually... So, at first time playing this, I was like, ooh, well, that's kind of like, oh no, that's bad. I actually think this goes a little bit higher just because of how intertwined it is with the Gis. And I did like the Gis as kind of an alternate antagonist in this, you know what I mean? The Value of Trust. This is where Eito just took all the boxes. Kind of whatever. Kind of whatever. It's kind of whatever. These ones, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. These ones are also kind of whatever. Also, this picture is just a 9/11 reference, isn't it? That's crazy. It's Shoma did 9/11. That's not what I expected to say today. Okay, well let's put this like this one was not. Unfortunately, these Shoma ones weren't super duper great. I think the one conversation he had with Takumi, where Takumi was just sitting with his back to the door, I liked that a lot, so I think I'm gonna keep it out of D for that reason, and it's definitely gonna go above this. I'm gonna put it there, and I'm gonna put the other one here too. gonna put a brighter future slightly higher. Better off without. This is when we buried the boxes and walked away, I think. Something inside, I feel like I have to remember. I think we burned a box in this one. This one, I don't really remember all that often, or all that well. I remember this one better, because I actually think I used this image as a thumbnail. But they're a part of the same route. Better off without. It felt like we were bearing a mystery, and it's a mystery that we did end up solving inevitably. I think it goes a little higher. The box of blessings and calamity ones are kind of hard to rank because there were just so many of them. Night of Despair, just the aura of Kako G is gonna carry this one a little bit higher in the B tier. That image still haunts me to this day, low-key. I think this is the one where we actually very quickly, like, go to day 100 or something, and then Kako kills us right at the end. Something inside. I think we burned the boxes, and we saw something, like, scamper out of them. This is when we first realized there's creatures in those boxes, in the calamity ones. I'm gonna put this a little bit higher than that, but I think it's lower than Face Reality. I did enjoy it. Like, these B ones are endings that I did find some enjoyment with. See, I was just like, okay, well, this is just a matter of fact. Let's get to 100 endings, you know what I mean? Hollow Victory, I liked a lot just because of the Hiroko dialogue at the end. I think it actually does go to A because I think this is a very good tease of I will remember this. I think that's the route where she said this. This matters because I will remember it and I won't make the same mistake again or something. Misguided Pity. This is Shoma perishing. In fact, we are at man. And then these ones get kind of interesting to figure out. This one I think is not the lowest. It's probably better than some of these. I'll put that there. Blood on My Hands. No, Exercise Plan. So if there's ever a Gaku route that I'm gonna rank highly, I had fun with this one. I don't. Oh man. I'm gonna put it above the Wanderers, and I think I'm actually gonna push Eternal Hate up one. Screw it. That can go in A. Gaku, congratulations. That was the one route that I was like, you know what? Maybe he's gonna be my boy just for this one route. Blood on My Hands. We stabbed Gaku in this, right? That's an automatic S tier. I did also just really like these ghost endings. One Step at a Time was Nozomi. I guess she would have been like Nozomi G, right? That would have been that, Nozomi G. Man, that one was kind of rough too. I enjoyed that specifically. Ghost Unmasked. That ghost image actually does not still haunt me, but it gives me chills, low-key. I think this goes pretty high too. I think these two just go together up here. I actually really enjoyed those routes. Here is where things get. I don't actually remember what Echoes of the Dead is exactly. Oh, this is where he was seeing like blood on the walls and everything, dude, isn't it? I think so. This one was man. This one was creepy. This one's creepy. I'm gonna put it I'm gonna keep it like here. I think it's better than Cursed with Calamity in terms of an ending. I enjoy that. Where are we now? Oh, yes, okay, so now we're here. This goes down there. I hate this. This needs to know. This is bad. No. I hate that they even use that image. There were other images to use. Disgusting. Overlord, however, even though the route was very uncomfortable, I think Takumi saying, no, we're gonna go up to the artificial satellite, and I'm gonna use my aura to make sure everyone gets along. I think that was kind of goated. Honestly, in terms of like an ending, I kind of like it as an ending a lot. I hate the route, but I like the ending a lot. So I'm gonna put it like here. That ending brought us a whole lot of Joe Hendry's covering Avas, but I did like the ending. Making the impossible possible. These are the Veshness routes. Gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I think this is still one of my favorite routes in the game. I'm hesitant to say it's number 1, but it might be number 1 for now. I might be a Veshness simp. Respectfully. I'm putting that here. I'm gonna put that there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there. I just like seeing that, not that side of Veshness, but you know. I like Takumi winning her over, and then just the power of Takumi kind of dying with her, you know what I mean? And it was like, this isn't so bad. Making the impossible possible. I just like this entire route because it also had like this Tsubasa, Adamake, vibing too. I think this might just go in A. I think the Veshness route was just really good. And while I think this ending is way less impactful than this one, I didn't hate this one in the sense that, like, you know, we still got kind of Veshness' feelings about all of this. So we'll keep it there. Howdy Neighbor. We got this one in our second half of the game, probably in our last quarter, I think. This is when we got trapped in... Oh man, hold on a minute. These are the slice of life endings, aren't they? Are all 4 of these slice of life? I think they might be. I'm actually not sure if these 2 are called slice of life. I think this is when we lie to everybody about the tattoo. That was such a quick ending. I think it actually goes down here. But it was kind of fun. Maybe we'll put it, yeah, we'll put it at the bottom of B. I enjoyed it. I don't think it deserves to be in C. Never Ending Nightmare. I don't actually remember which one this is exactly. I don't. This one is the end of the slice of life one. Coming of age is what it's called, not slice of life, but same difference. I think it goes up into A. This is when we use the power of friendship. I thought it was cute. I don't think it's better than, it might be better than, you know what, I'm putting it at S. No, I'm putting it at the top of A. I'm putting it below 0. I do like 0 a lot, actually. 0 is my real gatekeeper for S. Really, this shouldn't be up here, but we stabbed a man, so, you know. Best friend. I thought this was a very nicely written ending. I think it does go up here somewhere. I think it is better than this one, better than this one. I actually do think Hollow Ending is better than Tragic Victory, or a Tragic End. And I think this is better than that, so I think we're gonna rock like that. We Are One. This is where we have our Retsnam endings. We Are One and How Darumi Felt. Ooh, so these ones are really, like, good endings, actually. I like them a lot. I honestly like Darumi, How Darumi Felt a whole lot. Like a whole lot. I really don't think I like it more than Praying for Your Happiness. I definitely like it more than Blood on My Hands, and I think I like it more than 0. So I'm willing to put that there. Where did I drop the other one? We Are One. The Nexus for my WWE fans. Do these both go in S? I like both of these a lot. I think I'm gonna, I like this one less than this one, but I think I'm gonna put the both of them in S. I like the both of them a lot. These were just very quickly, this is all your fault. This one was at least a little funny, saying, "Hi, I'm Darumi," and she's just like, "Oh, well, there she goes." I didn't really love "This is all your fault, Darumi." Just giving into the "this is all your fault." I didn't like that at all. I'm gonna put this in, this is down here. Living Idol still worse. This image actually haunts me. The ghost image does not haunt me as much as this one does. Academy destroyed. These were our last routes. So this is, I'm doing a good job of remembering these endings though. Only 3 out of like the half of them that I'm like, I'm not entirely sure which one this is. Even though I think I know which route this is on, I don't really remember what Unending Nightmare is. Oh, I think I do remember this one. This is where, we decided not to do something, or we decided to not do something rather, and she ended up just like dying, dying in her deathbed, I suppose, or something like that. This one kind of sucked. But we'll get back to it. I want to double check to make sure that's the one. 53 is Academy Destroyed. This is where we put in the code and everyone dies. Generally these put in the code, everyone dies, do something, everyone dies, very quick, right afterwards everyone dies endings I don't like. However, this one I think gets me a little bit more love because it is used as a plot device, jumping to another route to show everybody what happened when this route happened. I do like that. Big fan of that one. One Massacre to Another. As an ending, it did feel like a, oh, we just got a bad ending kind of thing, but it was also like a... Man, it's low. It's low. It's low. I think it's below this one, but I do think it's still in B because I was like, oh, okay, well, dang, I guess this is just, we'll have to loop again. This is, this I think has to be number 1. Just on the sense that this, if there were no story locks, that could have technically been our first route. Man, it would have been really confusing if it was, you know what I mean? Given the context or the content in that route. To have that be the last route that we played is still very special to me. To have the last bit of this game really being Special Defense Unit, best in the world, best in the cosmos, indestructible and undefeated, never lose, never yield, Special Defense Unit, fight on. Pretty good. And I really do enjoy that route. That is, I don't know if it's my favorite route, but it really might be, just because it's like, we did it, and I think it's only my favorite route because I did that route last. And I'm like, oh yeah, this connects to there. Oh, and I understand that now. Okay, that makes sense. You know what? I'm trying to think about what these ones are specifically. I remember the Revenge of Kakoji. This is kind of just a we made a bad ending. But seeing Kakoji, you know, just be a menace, I'm gonna put that on top of C. Maybe above these two. That's when we picked Tails, I think. And we were destined to that route, which kind of sucks. The Coward's Final Days. This is when, what? Could never find Nozomi afterwards. She probably got taken to the planet and gotten feasted upon by the other Gis. Yeah, we'll put it around here. This was just a, oh well, we've lost it. The Scent of Lavender. Now, help me think. No, I was gonna say the scent of lavender is not Goodbye Kiss. She has the same, like, they have that thing twice. The scent of lavender is, and now that I'm thinking about it, where is this one? There's one that I think I want to move up because it contains something else that I really enjoyed. You know, Hiriko's Sin, where she was like, I did all those things to make sure that that moment still exists, to make sure that moment happened. I was like, wow. And that stuck with me. And that actually stuck with me. It's this one. It's one massacre to another. It leads to that 54 and to that 55. So I think on that specifically, I do have to bring that up to A. Because that was kind of a result of that. I'm gonna put that at the bottom of A. Where am I? The scent of lavender. This is when Takumi was dying of... No, it's not. What is the scent of lavender specifically? This is where he was dying from leap damage. Which one is the scent of lavender? Are both of them he's dying from leap damage? I think it might be. One of these, I think, was you decide to fight, and the other ones you don't decide to fight. I think. I think I may have to revisit those two, just because I want to be sure. A form of suicide is when we went back after our leap damage to go and stop Takumi G, and instead Takumi G killed us. Which was interesting because in that regard we saw Takumi's point of view, I think? Crazy work. Anywho. Not Takumi G, but, you know, Takumi, like, 1, I guess is what we're gonna call him. I do like that this was the explanation for what happened on that route that I was like, huh, what is going on here? It's gonna go down here just because, you know, classic, well, bad ending, but at least it explains something, so I think it's gonna go a little bit higher. I liked it more than most of these. Well, no, these also teased other things, so I'm gonna put it here. The romance routes. Well, Tsubasa's best girl. Tsubasa's best girl. But I don't know if she had the best of the romance routes, actually. I think Kurara's romance route might have been the best. Kiyoshika's, I think, was third. And we're gonna put the shoe kissing at the bottom there. But I enjoyed these just because they were like, oh, we'll just have slice of life, nothing happens but romance. Consolation, we love our Mokos, but we'll go down here. This is just, well, that's sad, but maybe you'll have a romance route with me or something. Oh, yuck. How I feel was when he had told Nozomi how he felt. Once again, broadly fine. I think it's better than Consolation, but I don't think it's better off for now. Maybe it is. That was kind of just like a whatever ending. Living the dream. It was just a dream. It was also kind of crazy. I think we must put it down there. It's definitely no Living Idols, but it was like, okay, that's a little odd, Takumi. I want all of them. Whereas opposed to, in the other side, him saying, I don't know who, would you guys be up for continuing trying to figure it out? And they're like, okay, yeah, sure. Just more time, graduation day. I like that they made it to the end, which is kind of nice. Hey, I think I actually like this more than all of them specifically. I think so. Oh, this was It Was You. This is the one where, technically this happens after a form of suicide. It happens after a form of sewer slide, actually, my bad. We will go, I think, I kind of like it. I'm willing to put it like here-ish. I'll put it right next to that one. It's okay. And it's in 69, which is kind of nice. The three of us is when they actually survive the attack. I kind of enjoy this one too, just because it's like, wow, they survived. That's kind of crazy. That's an interesting three to pick. You know what I mean? Nozomi makes sense, but then Shoma and Kyoshika is just an interesting three. I think did we beat Vicious with these three? I think that's the funniest part. I'm gonna put it up here. Where are we at? So we're in the 70s. Okay. I thought this was gonna be a lot closer to an hour, but I need to actually, I guess, go back and make sure I know which ones these are, so that'll take some time. Revenge. This is after we killed Hiruko on the we no longer have control of our body, we're Takumi G kind of thing. She deserved that kill. I'm gonna put it there. Goodbye Kiss, however, that's going high. That's S rank. It's better than that. It's better than these. I don't know. Yeah. And just now that it's recontextualized that it's like Hiruko does this to make sure this thing happens. I think this actually does rank pretty high for me. I think without the context of this, it's lower. But with the context of this, it's higher. And I'm gonna try and include a little bit of context for some of these. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, actually. Kurara's last stand, that's high. That's she was just baller on that one. And I really loved the conversation. I think it's not as good as these two. It's better than Blood on My Hands. The context of afterwards, she says, Takumi, I know you didn't come to do these 100 days again, and if you can still hear me, if you're still in there, you didn't kill me when you could have. Do this 100 days again. And then she still slaughters him because, like, you know, she went crazy. That was, Kurara's kind of a G. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Flight of the Living Dead, it's when everyone does get zombified and they go to the artificial satellite. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm glad that an ending like this exists. I'm going there. I think it's there. I might be lower than this. Lower than this, but I think it's higher than that. Kyoshika's last wish. Oh, man. To save Takumi, I remember this one too, dude. Ugh. That was rough. That's rough, buddy. Kyoshika... When Kyoshika's not being Kyoshika, I like her character a lot. Problem is, usually she's being Kyoshika, but when she's not, when she's like, I like her character a lot. This is somewhere in B. I think it's probably here. Is it higher than Together Forever and Face Reality and yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think that route was just nice. History repeating does have to go, I think, for me in S. Just because it does so much setup. It's a good question. Above that, but I'm gonna say it's, I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there. This has such a profound impact on the entire game, actually. And maybe not the entire game, the entire left half of the game for the most part. But no, it actually really affects the right side of the game at some points as well. But we will continue as we have It Worked Out and Stupidest Ending Ever. That one's here. It's not below those two, though. These are our comedy endings. It All Worked Out is also probably down here. Unfortunately, I didn't really love either of these two endings. There are some of the comedy endings that I did like, however. I like No That's Wrong. I thought that was funny. So I'm gonna put that there. Okay, I See. The Ultimate Slapstick, and Mother Ocean. I was gonna say, where's the fish one? Let me get the fish one out of the way. It's C. It's C, but it's above a bunch of these. It's at least above these. I think it might be at the top of C, not for nothing. I'm gonna put it there. Okay, I see. This is when he thought that Nozomi, like, his attraction to Nozomi or something like that was at, like, 0, but in fact, it was actually some other thing. I thought that was funny. I think that actually will go into B for me. At my limit, this is when he was doing his smart aleck or smart ass disease or whatever. That was funny. I enjoyed that route actually tremendously. That was my favorite of the comedy routes. I think that actually does go up here somewhere. I liked it more than this. I think I like it more than this. I don't like it more than Together Forever. I think we're just gonna go there. Burnt Out, I don't really remember exactly. I remember the image, I just don't remember exactly what led to Burnout. This is the ending where his head was stuck in the ground. Whatever. This one was, yeah, kind of whatever. Okay, so we're at our 85 and we don't remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, which is fine. Ending 85. Cruel End for Commune. Oh, yeah, I recall this one. They sucked her up. Oh, dude. This one was rough, but this whole, like, route was pretty good, to be honest. I'm gonna put this here at the bottom, because I like Commune a lot. But it's gonna go, like, up here. It was just a standard bad ending. Some of these actually will probably just go, well, no, they can stay up here. I was gonna, so when I started this, I was like, B is gonna be heavy. Because the majority of the endings I do like. So Close Yet So Far, I do like this one as well. It was like, hey, we almost had it, and everyone dies on this route. And I think this is actually the route that they bring everybody back to. For visitors from day 100, I think. Hope from Despair. Oh, this is the not proper end, but it's the good ending for the points. This is high for me. I think this is actually one of my favorite endings too. Hope from Despair. It's where my homies get to go up and do the thing. They survive the killing game. Commune actually comes up with us too. I love a route when Commune lives. We love Commune out here. She didn't deserve to be in this situation. Escaping Our Fate. I thought this was a really sweet ending, where they were just running away from the bees, old Takumi and Tsubasa together. Very tragic that she got sucked up by the bee anyway. They could not escape. Battle for Ava's Points. I know when this battle happens. I didn't know it was an ending. I didn't know it was an ending. I don't recall. Yeah, I actually do not recall this one being an ending. I know it's a decision point. I guess that's just I think this might just be a bad end. So I'm gonna put this probably here. Just because it's probably an unclarified bad end. It might go here because it's like I think a Nozomi situation. Yes, I remember now, actually. I recall. It does go a little bit higher. It's definitely above this. It's above, I think, most of these, actually. It's above, it's here. It's here. The Academy Falls is Moko. Moko... And we don't leave her behind, I think. I think this is when we stay with Moko to try and fight that thing, but that thing is just stalling us and the Academy Falls in the background. This is just standard bad ending. That's gonna go. So a lot of these are standard bad endings that I just didn't like. This is at least a standard bad ending that I'm like, oh, interesting. So I'll put that here. Round 1 loser, this is when we don't team up with Homeboy. Is it? No, I think this is when we don't team up with Homeboy. This is, I guess, when we do something else to finish in the last round. Those are both down here. I'm gonna do it this way around. Lost in Darkness? What does that even What is that? I don't know. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I'm unsure what Lost in Darkness is. I can't even, like, really see what it is. Let me zoom in a little bit. I see a couple bodies. I think that's Hiruko. This is Ima. Oh, I do think I recall this. This is in the gym with the tents. Yeah. I actually do know what this is. This is just a bad end. This is just a bad end. But it's a part of the serial killer route, so we'll put it serial killer route or the. I think it must have been the serial killer route. Yeah. We'll put it there. Revenge for Moko. This is when she killed us with a butcher's knife, I think, at the end of the game. Yeah. Nozomi was kind of a G in that one. I'll put it up higher. It was kind of this, not a standard bad ending, it was at least like the end of a route for real. I'll put it there. A kind heart, well done. I don't remember what this one is. Surely it's somebody going to the wall of fire, you know what I mean? Terminated Samino, this is when I think Moko might have cut our head off. We'll put it together there. Dance in the Purple Flames. Nope, no idea. Pinky Promise, unsure. Why is that Ava in front of an Arby's? We got the mutes. Don't know. At the very least, I remember these two. Explosion. It's when Nozomi died. He was very sad about it. It's kind of whatever for me, though. We'll put it there. Visitors from Day 100. I thought that this was the only ending where everyone would have lived. I was happy with it, and I even fooled myself to saying, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It is an ending where everyone survives, but it is not a satisfying ending. I actually, personally, was happy to see the image with everybody living to Day 100. I didn't love everyone just reappearing, at least at first. Knowing how everyone did reappear, I think I enjoyed better. I don't think I'm gonna put this in S. I think I'm gonna put this at the top of A. I think I'd like it a little bit more than Bittersweet. No, I actually think I like Bittersweet Youth a little bit more. Than that one. I'm actually gonna put this one here. Yeah. I think it's a top tier image. I think it's an okay ending. Yeah, that's where I am. So I need to figure out what these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 endings are. So out of 100, I don't quite remember what 9 are. I think I do remember this one. It is essentially when we don't do a thing. You know what I mean? And Nozomi perishes because of it. Because of our inactivity, rather. Or no. I don't even think it was our inactivity. What was it specifically? It's on the edge of my brain. We decide not to do something. It's when we don't sacrifice FB, is that right? I don't know if that's right either. I think it's when we don't sacrifice somebody, or we try and find another way to do something instead, and instead Nozomi died. I think that's what happens. But first, let's try to go to 13, 14. Let's see what those are. Oh, well, whoops. There we go. So 13 and 14. Gallery. Not event gallery, not audio gallery. Where? I think there's like an endings thing. I think I have to be in the game for it. Is that correct? Let's open this. So, first let's go to 13, 14. They're gonna be closer to the middle, and let's figure out what those are. Oh, right here. Oh, it's the serial battle routes. My fight is over, my fight isn't over. This is literally just saying, hey, I'm going back or I'm not. Okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I didn't really like these. I didn't even really like this route. It was kind of whatever. The only thing redeeming about this route was like, hey, she found the thing. She found the time leaping machine, the timeline leaper-esque thing. I didn't like this route, and these endings were kind of just whatever. Like, hey, we'll go back one more time, or the war is over. Those are down here. For me, that whole route is down there, actually. That actually might be my least favorite route. That might be a little harsh. No. It's between that and I think... I mean, there's a couple of... I think there's one other route in here. I don't know if it's... Box of Blessings felt super duper repetitive. This just felt like too much fighting. Too much fighting, and at least that was quicker than skipping dialogue, I guess. I don't know. We'll go back now again. Unending Nightmare is 46. Let's see if we can get something there. So 46, and I do think I know which one this is, because we got it not super duper long ago. So it would be well, not here, because that's gonna be like 50 something. I guess it must be 46. Yes, it was Coming of Age, and it's off of this decision. Yes, accept FB's request and no or yes. So yes, that was, I got it right. I actually did remember what that was. And it turned out to be, thank you. Turned out to be that. It's fine. It once again just feels like, oh, you made a wrong choice. Nozomi's dead. Whoop-de-doo, and nothing else happens. I'm gonna put it right next to this other dead Nozomi. There's our little dead Nozomi block, low-key. The Scent of Lavender 58 and the Curse Cycle 59. Now, I know we got these ones recently, and I kind of know what they are. I just want to get further clarification that I know which one is, like, where I am. Just very quickly again, that is 5859. 5859. I mean, it's on the SF route. There's 59, there's 58, and it is the join the final battle. If we do, that's 58. If we don't, that's 59. I think don't 59 is where they do it without us, and they win without us. Don't 58 is where we get onto the battlefield and we kind of... Oh, yeah. We died to the Scent of Lavender. I mean, both of these were fine. And they didn't feel like, oh my gosh, yes, immediate bad ending. I liked 59 more. 59 was the one, give me a second. 51, come back here, is the one that is going to fight, correct? No. 58 is going to fight. Okay. Then taking me back, I ranked 58 higher. 58 goes into A, 59 probably goes into B. 58 going to fight. Takumi had like one line that was like, if we're gonna have to restart this anyway, I would like to do it on my terms. I enjoyed that. I was like, okay, that I understand. Now we get to 95, 97, and 98, and 79. Let's go 79 first, because that's just a comedy route. Let me see which one that is. I thought I would have to go into a lot of these, but I do remember most of these. 79 is this one. Tell Nozomi how I feel. No need to rush. Oh, is this? This is after. Is this after he's like going into like not machismo energy levels, but like he's like a bro hype man or something? Maybe. I think that's the case, and she's like, yeah, I actually don't like how you are right now. Let's just do a very quick like look at this real quick. Yes, it is. It's where she was like, yeah, you're here. Yes, what is it? Was my motivation? Yep, it was when he had his like huge motivation spike. I'm just gonna go for it. Something you have to. Yep. What do you think about me? Huh? What do I think? Yeah, I want to hear. Well, you're really putting me on the spot here. Answer me now. I want to know. I need you to tell me how much you like me. Well, speaking honestly, this really enthusiastic side of you is a bit much. On a scale of 0 to 100, I would have to give you a 0. Yes, correct. I don't think you should rely on that massager so much anymore. Is that all? Everyone's winning the skate pod. Goodbye. Yes, correct. And there's our image. I'm all burnt out. I'm a pile of ash. I do remember that. Oh, let me keep this here while we're here. Bring me back. To this. We're very close at this point. We just have to remember 3 more endings. This one was fine. I like the whole motivation thing, actually, a lot. I think that might have been one of my favorite comedy routes, too. So I'm going to put that up there. Now we go to 95, 97, 98. If we do that, I also am realizing I'm jumping between the sides of the screen now, which is hilarious. Archive. No. Chapter selected. 95. Where is ending 100? Over here. So these are mystery route endings, it looks like. Oh, this is who killed everybody. If we choose Nozomi, that's 95. If we choose Takumi, that's 96, which we already have gotten. So this is the only one that I was forgetting. Saying Nozomi killed everyone. Oh! Interesting. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I actually do not really remember 95 that much. I actually remember the other two pretty well. It is 95, right? Yeah, kind heart, well done. Does she jump into the fire? Let me just start here then. Maybe she does. I'm sorry, Nozomi, you're the one. How could you even say such a thing? It wasn't me, it really wasn't. No, forget it. I don't care anymore. Everyone died like that, so I think she just jumps into the fire anyway. Okay. Nozomi's just like, I don't care. All the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. Excellent. Okay, so she, yep, because of the accusation, she, great. No, wait, it's going to be fine. I still may be able to make it. I'll save Nozomi and drag her out of the flames, and my body was already moving before I could finish the thought. I launched myself into the flames as well the very next moment. I, too, was vaporized. Okay, very good. Okay. Taking me back over. A kind heart, well done. I now remember. I now recall. Trash, actually. Kind of trash. I'm gonna actually put this in D. I'm so over Nozomi. When she does some things that just don't make no sense, I'm kind of over it, and she does that more often than I would like. 97, 98. These are the last two that I don't remember. So let's look. I mean, we can save it here, I guess, whatever. Where's 97, 98? There's 100. Let's come down the 100 line, Lamau. So there's 99. Are 98 and 97 on this route? Yes, they are. So they are... Shut up, Ava. Oh! And I did it. Which is... not true on this route, right? On this route at this point, you did not do it. I think the only person you killed on this route was... On this mystery route was Gaku. So, I remember now. The Pinky Promise, and I understand why she is a part of this. I still don't understand why it's... I don't understand why she's in front of Arby's. We have the mutes. She pulled her pinky and blew up because she had a little thing in her joint. I kind of liked her going like, you think I won't do it? I did it. Dance in the Purple Flames. This is when we said we did it, right? I actually don't remember this one at all. 97? Sure. What happens here? I don't remember something, but the killer, it very well could have been me. Yeah, it looks like I've been saying all the time, right? Actually, I have any memories, I don't remember. You cannot be the killer. But I don't believe any of you could do something so cruel. I'm the only one who could have gotten inside since the key was with me. Other reasons, I was unconscious. It wouldn't make sense if the culprit, if I was the culprit rather, the cause of my fainting disease may have played a part in it as well. Traces of the treatment found on the, yep. You leave us on the choice, lock you up in a cell, you okay with that? No. Huh? You're still trying to put up a fight even after you confessed? I wasn't confessing, I was just saying it was a possibility. You were so confident you knew who the killer was. You're being utterly incoherent. Hold him down, everyone. Okay. Stop. Stay away from me. I said stay away! Ah! So he just runs into the wall of fire. Is that what happens here? Oh, I think I remember what happens here, actually. We're like... We get not surrounded by Nozomi, but Nozomi's in here, and then like, yeah. Yugamu's here too. Yugamu, you are X. No? But you basically admitted to it just now. I told you I was just throwing out possibilities. Save your excuses, I can finally kill you, without regrets. What? Have you forgotten that I'm an assassin? Wait, does that mean... I think Nozomi saves us here, right? Yugamu pulled out a dirk and started walking with me with a smirk on his face. A dirk with a smirk. No, stop! Yeah, she stood in front of it. I do remember now. Nozomi, why? I saw you, so I ran after you. Yugamu, how could you do this? Hey, this wasn't my fault. I was just trying to intimidate you. Killing you had never been my intention at all. Yugamu, you suck, dude. Shut up, grah! I charged Yugamu with Feral Roar, and we grabbed a hold of each other. As we were struggling, we lost our balances and our bodies careened into the wall of fire at the same time. The very next moment, I lost all consciousness. I just remember, maybe I forget all of the we're losing to the wall of fire ones. This one at least had some substance to it. Has a bad ending and it just cut like, it cut pretty quickly, but it didn't cut like, you know, immediately. Alright, very good. Take me back, huh? That is the last ending that we have to rank. I wish I remembered it so I could have ranked something else instead for last. This almost falls under the same Nozomi, you're doing stupid things. But at least she did something stupid and like shows that she cares or something. I don't know. It's better than Pinky Promise. It's better than Academy Destroyed. Is it though? I don't know if it is. I think I like Academy Destroyed better just because, you know, we did all this work, we pushed the button and boom, it's gone. I think this might be my listing. I might do a little bit of moving here though. I'm okay moving this to S. I'm actually okay moving this to S. I'm okay. I don't know, actually. I don't know if I want to move this to S. I think that's actually going to stop our S ranking, and I think this is going to be our gatekeeper for A. This is also, honestly, probably a solid gatekeeper for A. I like this a lot. Anybody in B that I want to move up? I don't know about this one. I don't. But Ava's so happy, dude. But we have the other Ava's happy one up here, right? And S, I'm okay with that. This might be our gatekeeper for B. Do I want to move any of the B's down to C? No, not really. I did like Pinky Promise. Do I want to move into the C's up to B? No, those are fine. This was also just very quick though, but it was quick, but I like that she actually did it. You know what I mean? This is because she mentioned it in a couple of routes, but she ain't never do it, but she did on this route. She was pushed to the edge, you know what I mean? And also that being on the serial killer route, kind of forcing her into that kind of game, or she was being threatened, you know what I mean? I think that's fine. I think that's when she would be at her brink. Because generally Ava's a very, like, kind-hearted individual. She was pushed to the brink there. And I think even saying that out loud makes me at least put it above these two. All that's fine. Push to the brink, lost in the darkness. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I think at first glance, this is an accurate depiction of how I feel. Man, I hate this. And man, I love this, and I really love this, but really, this one was just... It was perfect. It was. It's not a perfect game. Our 100 lines probably could have been 80 lines, and it would have been a better game. But I understand the appeal of saying 100 endings, you know what I mean? It doesn't quite hit as much as like, wow, I can't wait for 80 lines. But if they're releasing DLC, dude, you know what I mean? That might be another, like, hopefully it's not another 100 endings. Hopefully it's like maybe 10 or 20 endings, nothing crazy. When the DLC comes out, we'll definitely be playing it. It will not take us a year unless they release another 100 endings, in which case... I'll get to it eventually. This is mine, my tier list. Let me see yours. I would like for you guys to do your things. Make your tier list. I will leave the link in the description, and until then, I'm taking off. Toodaloo Flight Crew, we did it! We did it! 100 endings. It took me an hour to get through this, and it took me 360-something days to get through. Not 360-something, I think it actually took me like 300, probably 50-something days to get through this. Once again, Toodaloo Flight Crew, this is the end of the 100-line experience until there is DLC. There have been more than whispers about DLC, it feels like. Thank you for watching.